For me,
For you, it's what?
it's just more confirmations of communication and
Right.
people traveling to me and things like that.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, we're back. We're back. And we're already talking and we just decided to hit record. So you guys are here with us. It's Sunday. It's 11:50 here. It's what? 2:50 there.
It's almost three. Yep, 10 to
Almost
3.
3. We have another are you going to join Janice and I for dumpster diving with Janice and Jane today?
I am planning on it.
Okay.
So
Well, if you can't
the
make it, I get it, but I think it'll
the
be fun.
thing that stopped me because I do have to get some house stuff in order. I am planning on it though,
Yeah,
but that's later. The only thing that would stop me is if I'm like dead tired. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
if I'm
Sure.
because I'm really
Well,
monitoring to make sure I am resting when I'm feeling tired and not
I love
pushing
that.
myself. So
Yeah, as you should be. As
yeah,
you should
that's the
be.
only thing that would keep me that but I do plan. I am planning on it. So
Yeah, I know. I had to like it was funny because yesterday so I have a man now, like a real man. Like it's weird. And
sure.
not one that's lying to me and playing stupid games
So,
for realsies. Like I'm like I'm excited because
so
he's awesome.
will you be my girlfriend? Circle yes or no. And you
Yes.
said yes.
Yes, I said yes. I said yes. And he's
Wonderful.
super sweet and I adore him. Very smitten. And why was I going with this? He said something to me the other day and I was like, the fuck? And it was like so shit. Now I can't remember. Hold on, let me smoke some weed, maybe I'll remember.
You will. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was very excited for you though.
I know I'm excited too because well, here's another thing. Like, okay, so what? I mean, you and I have been like back on track talking for months now, like since summertime, I think the end of summer. And I have to say that I'm just so grateful that you and I have reconnected on such a like a cellular level. You know, at this point it's like cellular. Like I feel you.
Yeah.
I know when like I knew you fucking got hurt today. How's your leg by the way? I was like, that bitch.
It's
Crazy.
it's. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oof. Did you
Yeah,
catch it?
it's pretty rough. I got cleated. I really want to go outside. Let me see. The neighbor bubbies are out. We'll see how if it's too loud, but I wanna. It's so pretty out. Let me try it.
It's beautiful out. It's
Oh,
beautiful out here too. And I just it's warm. It's gonna be like
it,
80 today.
yeah, bro.
Go to the beach tonight. Maybe go watch a
It's
sunset or something. So, oh yeah, do that. Do that. I should turn mine. I show some green over here. I'm like kind of far away from all my shit, and it's you know what? I'm not gonna crash my fucking laptop. How about that? I'm not gonna dump my stuff over just because whatever. You can see the green in my chair. You can see the reflection in the little window.
well, and the sunlight's nice. Are the neighbor bubbies loud? Is they're barking loud? Okay.
I can't even hear them.
Okay, good.
So, but yeah, how we started this conversation, and I want to just kind of revisit real quick because like you and I haven't talked for like a week almost because you've been traveling and then
Well, literally this week it's because I've been in bed.
well,
I've
yeah.
literally
So the week before you're traveling, and we talked a lot that week because you had, you know, everything going on with Bubby and stuff like that. And so we talked a lot. And then this past week, we haven't talked hardly at all. Like it's been a couple of texts. Every day we text, but like I've been letting you do, you know, you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. And honestly, it's funny because you took this last week to rest, and I did kind of too. Like it was like I didn't feel stuck, but I felt like I needed to just do some more like finalization, you know, like it was like no, like don't worry about these other things. There's our confirmation, there's a plane. Don't worry about these other little things because you need to be patient. How many times have we heard we have to be patient in the
and
last
40 times in the last 10 minutes.
oh my god, it's so stupid. So
I
anyways,
was like,
but
y'all are playing with me. Because if you tell me that one more fucking time, what,
I will do something. No, like
bro?
be patient.
Side for real. Like, bro. I fucking knew it.
Like I can't.
You ain't gotta say that shit no
Yeah,
more.
it's like I know, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm the
doing.
patient princess over here, is what I am.
I'm a
Jesus.
fucking saint at this point. I've been told I'm a saint by humans before, but I believe it now. Like I I believe this shit. No, but like but it's been quiet, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. Is like it's been quiet. You and I haven't had a lot of communication, and even friends that I have kind of been like aloof-ish. That's fine. And so it's given me more time to like think, journal in a different way. I have two journals now because I'm like I felt like I was getting like it was like all in one. So I wanted to kind of like do that. So I started like separating those. I worked on really encouraging myself to start doing more videos. I had a meeting with a friend that was like, we were talking and I was sitting outside and I was kind of like leaning and I'm talking to him and he was like, I see
Siren
it now.
competition.
He's like, he's like, I see this now. He was like, he goes, I see you as like Moxy Mama. Like you have
Yeah.
this experience, you have the people that you want to help. Cause I kind of got on a soapbox about a topic. And he was like, that exactly what you just said would rock everybody's socks off, you know? And I was just like, okay. And so that was the first thing.
And
And
it's crazy you say
every
that.
day, multiple times a day, every day, multiple times a day through these different channels. It wasn't you and me talking. It wasn't me talking to family members and people that know me. Like people that I've never seen their feeds before. You got to do your YouTube. You got to do your TikTok. You got to do this. You got to do. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like every day, multiple times a day.
Can you hear
Even
all these friends going crazy right now, bro?
I don't hear them, but I
Oh,
believe you.
there are so many. They're just like, yes, yeah. It's like
It's
because
so
they're
crazy.
the
It's so
confirmation,
crazy.
because that's what I'm literally doing tonight, tomorrow ish. Like this is part of it, obviously, because we're making one.
Right.
But as soon as I feel better, I'm like, it's on between my artwork and the stuff that I need to channel and
Beautiful.
share.
Yep.
All I'm going, bro. And it's crazy. So I needed that week to get my whole
Yeah.
everything back. I definitely feel much better like
You
myself
needed
now.
that energy and stuff like that. But it's like it's crazy how first off, like I hope our collective and everybody in the world, like I hope somebody or everyone has the experience and the opportunity and and being blessed to have a friend like you. Like that we just get each other, you know,
Yeah.
because having a friend like you or soul sister, your tribe, whatever you want to call it, like we're just like sisters from different misters, like, you know, because we kind of had the
Yeah.
same mom, you know, like
In, in a way. Yeah.
and our dads were kind of the same too. Like, I mean, you know, they were all like Rolling Stones. So, but to be able to connect on even a cellular level, like I know when you got hurt, like I was just like, oh, you
Yep.
know, and shit like that. It's to have and to have the opportunity to have a friendship like this or have multiple friendships like this because I have this friendship with a couple of people and it's because of the people that we are and we're
Yeah.
able to have these connections, but like you guys find your tribe, find your people, because I wouldn't have been able to get through the last 6 months without her. She wouldn't have been
Same.
able to get through the last 6 months without me. You know, like I remember when we first started talking and you were like, yeah, I don't really like talk on the phone a lot and
I
blah, blah, blah.
don't.
And I don't FaceTime and I don't do all these things. Like
I
I'll
don't.
maybe text you. This bitch, are you
I
ready?
don't.
Are you on FaceTime? Are you ready? Like I was
Good.
like, oh, okay.
Part of it is though
Mhm.
why I'm allowing myself is because I would be working. I'd be making myself going to
Exactly.
now.
Me
So
too. Me
it's
too.
that.
Yeah, it's allowing yourself the time to heal and with a friend, you know, and somebody that gets it, because this shit's hard. And when you do it alone for so long, I think that I honestly think that I've had the most growth in like the last 6 months than I ever had, like spiritually and for self-love and self-care, you
Yeah.
know. And I want to talk about that. What?
I've slept more than I have in my entire life. No, and
Oh
I'm
my God.
serious.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm like I've literally been in bed for like 6, 7 days, and I've never done that, dude. Like ever. But every time I would try to make
Force
myself
yourself.
up and do, nope, I started getting nauseous again, and I'd have to
Mhm.
lay back down. And once I let myself rest and rest more, and I woke up and was tired again and would lay back down and just allowed myself to let go and to know that my angels and God got me, like, we're good,
Yeah,
bro. Pull the fuck out.
right. Exactly. Chill. Yeah.
I want to know how you knew I was hurt. What happened?
I don't know. Like it was like I was like thinking about you, and I was like, oh, she's playing soccer, and I was like, something tells me she's gonna get like something today, because you haven't played in a couple of weeks too, and I knew that
I
you had like a really
didn't really play because I didn't feel good, so I
yeah
had to couldn't play like I wanted to. So
yeah,
yeah,
and so and I knew that, and I knew that you were starting to feel better. I'm like, she's going to fucking like go all out today,
you should
and then I
see me.
saw your post, and I'm like, this bitch. I just, it wasn't like I felt you. It was like I knew your energy. Like I knew you were going balls to the wall today,
Yeah,
So I was like, all right.
there's. So I was like, for having a dream where I was like, because yesterday I did wake up at like 5 in the morning, but I had a dream last night that I woke up at 5 in the morning, like in my dream that time, and I was out talking, like I was with my friends, and I was like, had all this energy, and they were like, "Dude, chill out," and I'm like, "What? I've been up since 5. I got a lot of energy. Like, let's go." That's how the dream was. Like, fuck.
That, see, your soul is rested. Your soul is definitely rested.
I
And
know, but I still have to stop myself from trying to do all of the things right now because I'm still trying.
absolutely. But you know what? And that's the point I wanted to make today, because I was watching a live earlier today, and maybe that's what we need to start doing, is just going on live and having these conversations and stuff like that. But anyways, I digress. um and people were doing comments and stuff like that, and this one lady was like, I'm really leaning towards self-love, but I it's hard for me to do nice things for myself. And I was just like, it's more than that though. It's
Yeah.
more than that. And I think, and I want to do a PSA on this. Like it's more than going and getting a spa treatment. It's more than getting your nails done in a pedi and I deserve it, blah blah blah. Yeah, we all deserve that shit. We work hard, we make money and all that stuff. That is like normal
That,
maintenance. That's
that's out.
body maintenance. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just maintenance. It's like getting an oil change in your car, and stuff like that. That's stuff that you should be doing anyway. Now, as women, society and all the things, oh, you're just a, pretentious blah 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 when you get all the fuck out, whatever makes you happy, right? Let's do that. But the self-love and the self-care that I'm talking about and that I'm referring to is the inside work, the making a decision and being confident with that decision, being able to set boundaries and hold those boundaries, and not be able and love yourself enough to keep those boundaries. I'm talking about making choices that are best for you and have the best outcome, and not worrying about how other people perceive you because of the choice that you made.
Including saying
Choice.
no to them when it will probably get on their nerves or make them mad. And guess what? That's not your fucking problem.
That's your
Your
boundary.
responsibility is to say no.
Yeah, and and
Not
and
for you.
honestly, and that's self-love. Keeping boundaries is the biggest form of self-love.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is how you talk to yourself and being honest with
I was
yourself.
gonna
Talk
say
about,
boundaries with yourself also.
right,
Not
boundaries with yourself also. I
yeah,
had to
not
I had to check my boundaries
yeah,
recently,
yeah.
because like you get into situations where you're vulnerable, situations that are unfamiliar, that are uncomfortable, and you get propositioned, and oh, let me help you, or people come into your life and they pose as those people that are going to help you. Having the self-love to identify whether this is actual help, or
Manipulate.
another energy manipulation, narcissistic shit. I'm telling you, like this messaging that I've got, like I was told in the messaging, they're like, hey, that last one was a test and
Mm-hmm.
you passed with flying fucking colors.
Yeah.
You fucking did it. And this next one is the one. The one. So don't pass it up. Like it's the one. So don't
Yeah.
don't don't keep, like, you did it. The work's done. Your fucking congratulations. Here's your graduation cap. That's all done. Here you go. Here's your prize. Like, and literally that has happened. that has literally happened. And so it's like, that's fucking self-love. That's fucking self-love. I like, it just happened. Like it just clicked. It just, everything like in the last couple of weeks is like boom. And it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. So that's the kind of self-love that we need to talk about on here. We need to talk about the self-love that is loving yourself unconditionally. And the other one is being honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself in more than just, oh yeah, I ate Doritos today, oh I cheated on my non-cheat day. No, it's not that. It's being honest with yourself in the ways that are the hardest.
Yeah.
Because if you're honest with yourself completely and you forgive yourself for everything that you've done in your past and up to this point, and you're just like, look, like I was learning, I was making choices, I've learned, I blah blah blah,
And
whatever.
it's
there's
been
nothing there's nothing anybody can tell you or say to you that's going to break you,
no.
because you're like, I know,
Yeah.
I know. And you're right, I did do those things. What now?
And to be better.
Yeah,
So
I am better. Not even trying, I am better now.
mm,
So I love myself better. I made really poor choices for myself, didn't I?
yeah.
Oh, but you know what the crazy thing is I'm not doing that anymore. And that's where you're going to find out where your true tribe is.
Oh.
I'm off my soapbox. Go for it. I don't know. I just had like this role that I had to go on.
No, you're good. I had the neighbors were coming out and I
Oh,
just it was a little distracting. Um yeah, all of that. And like I had to become my parent. I
yes.
have to be my own parent, and I have to be my own parent to my inner child and be that healthy parent to my inner child, because I've had to tell my inner child, yes, it's okay for you to go lay down for a week. Yes, it's okay for you to not work today and go have fun and go to the beach or just
Yeah.
talk to your plants or play with a butterfly or whatever the fuck I feel like
Yeah.
doing. It doesn't matter. That's it. Like,
You know what it is that you had to parent yourself, but you were a nurturing parent, not a critical parent. And that's what
right.
you needed. And
Yeah.
that's honestly what we all need, is we need to be our own nurturing parent when it comes to things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we
Yeah.
don't think that we're on the right path or whatever. Like, think about a nurturing parent and how would that nurturing parent treat you?
Right.
Because Lord knows I did not have a nurturing parents,
Right.
like
Yeah.
by any means.
Yeah.
But I also, but we also, and I know that you did this too. Like, you paid attention, and like that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're treating me sucks, and I feel like you make me feel bad, and or I feel bad because of the way you're treating me. However,
Whatever.
however you want to phrase it, but like when you're different, when you're that generational curse breaker, when you're that what's the disruptor, when you're the disruptor, you're going to get that heat, and you're going to be able to challenge people. And the more I think about it, the more I challenged my parents all the time because
Yeah.
I didn't believe their bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the things that they would tell me, I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, how?
Or I better, or I knew they were lying because it
Oh,
didn't.
bold face. Yeah. And it's like when because and that's one of my things, bro. Like, that's one of my things. Like, I cannot stand a liar. And even if it's about the littlest thing, just be honest with me. I can handle the truth. What I
Yeah.
can't handle is a bunch of fucking changing lies. That's what I
Yeah.
don't like, and that's what I won't tolerate. So
Right.
just be honest with me. I'd rather know all the dirty details. Please tell me. I love the drama. Give it to me. You know? And because even my kids can contest to this, at least I feel like it. There have been some sticky situations that they've gotten themselves into, and I was their best friend through that situation.
Yeah.
Their best fucking friend. And in
I
times
believe that.
where I didn't even know that I was capable of doing that. Like, I thought I would, like, how did I do that? How did I fucking do that?
Yeah.
You know? But it's everybody taking care of us. It's everybody guiding us. It's all of those things. So I'm I'm in like the one of the most vulnerable and uncomfortable situations in my life, but I'm at my fucking happiest. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. I love it.
Yeah, I know, and I've been making sure that I am open and, all of that and, ready and
You're there. I think you're there now. Last week, not so much. This week,
oh, I don't give a fuck, bro. Didn't
oh, I
matter.
know you didn't give a fuck, and that's what I mean. Like, I like, do you?
I was purging,
Yeah,
purging, purging.
you were cutting cords, you were doing healing, you were doing a lot of things.
I mean, sweating, I threw up, like the everything. It was just my whole body was like,
Yeah,
but I didn't. It wasn't. I didn't have a fever. It's not a because I try to tell people I don't get sick, and they don't
it was
believe
a
me. But
detox. It was a
exactly,
detox. Your body's doing a
your
detox.
body tells you and does what it needs to if you allow it to. That's why
Right.
fasting is so important, also,
Mm-hmm.
because you keep intaking and piling shit on top. That's why when people get sick, get the flu and shit like that, and they don't have an appetite and they're throwing up and they're sweating, that's because your body is trying to get rid of things. It's not
Right.
you caught a bug. Sorry to tell you, but that ain't what it is. Like, there's some negative shit around you, within you, thoughts, whatever it is, old habits, old ways of thinking that you are getting rid of, and your body needs time to get rid of it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't feel hungry. That's why it's throwing up. That's why it's shitting your brains out or sweating your brains out or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
because it has to get that stuff out some way. And so, our digestive system is so, you got to pay attention to that. If
Yeah.
anything's off, mine's been a little messed up lately. Not even a little, been a lot messed up lately because of the stress I've been going through. You know, it's, I'm switching up some things career wise, and then my sweet, sweet boy passing away. And like, that's been fucking hard as shit, bro.
Right.
The echo in this house. And
Yeah.
so I feel it in my intestines. It's getting better now, and I finally have an appetite the last couple of days. But I can tell the shift too. You can tell what your body needs by what you're craving also.
Right.
And so if when I'm in a low vibe, you'll crave like fried foods and fast foods and
Sugar.
whatever's like that. When I'm feeling lighter and I'm feeling more myself like I have been. I've been eating strawberries, these fucking honey mangoes. I've been murdering them bitches, just meats and peppers with dip and just all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I can't wait to go eat some green peppers. Like, what?
Yeah.
But that's my body. I ask my body what it wants and it tells me. And sometimes it is chocolate fucking ice cream. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't, now, if I'm eating that for a week and you know what I'm saying? That's when it,
That's different.
a
Yeah.
depression type of deal, or like it's something, a hole you're trying to fill. But I also know that there's certain times that I need that, and I'll get it for the night or the two that I need it, and then I won't want it anymore for whenever
Right.
until it's time to have some more again.
Yeah.
So
That's all
yeah,
moderation too.
it's
And
gonna
that's,
say moderation.
yeah, moderation is everything. And that comes with training too, though. But you also, again, like that mental health aspect of it. Like I know when I'm craving sugar, like my serotonin is low. And I know that I need to go get some sun. I need to go get out to the beach. I need
Yeah,
to change what I'm doing because
run
uh,
around or
yeah.
move
Well, I
something.
have ADHD with a little neurospicy, and so it's like and that increases depression and anxiety. It never really bothered me like to where I noticed until recently, within the last like couple of years. But then again, I didn't even know I had ADHD at all until last year. So, but always dealing with that shit like now knowing knowledge is power, people. If you feel like you're going crazy because of a situation, go get checked out because I was literally in a situation and I won't give too much details, but like several year long relationship, we'll just say, not a romantic relationship. And I literally thought I was losing my mind. Literally thought I was going crazy. And I went to a psychiatrist because I'm like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like shit's happening. Like I don't want to get out of bed anymore. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then, through all of this, I got diagnosed with severe depression. active PTSD, which I knew I had, anxiety, which I felt, but I did never got diagnosed with it, and then the ADHD, and it was just like with the autistic tendencies, and I'm like, oh shit. But if I that knowledge has helped me get to where I'm at right now, because I literally thought I was going crazy, and then when I figured out that it wasn't me just going crazy, I had these things and I researched and I did the things and I'm still researching, but that knowledge helped me love myself more because I thought I was incapable. I was really talking down to myself and I was like, wait a minute, no, like it's none of that. I'm actually fucking awesome and I know I'm awesome and now I feel that I'm awesome and all these other things. So knowledge is power. Get that help that you need because I come from a line of people that didn't get the help that they needed. And I'm a product of their upbringing, which is good, but I had the mindset and I had the lack of those issues, which was good.
Mhm.
And now, you and I were talking about being generational curse breakers and kind of the messaging and stuff, but what are your thoughts on that on being that person?
As far as
Well, I mean, I guess not that way, but like uh in the aspect of I guess I just gotta get into it because now I'm a little high, so I need to stay on track. um, so the messaging. So we'll talk about the messaging because we had a really good conversation about that, or started to, and then I was like, we need to record. So the messaging is that the like at conception or at the assignment of the soul assignment, like the message that I received was you got switched at birth. Like
oh,
you were going this way, but over here there was a problem, and spirit was like, I think we need you over here. And what they said is that what happened is that in this family line over here, there was already somebody assigned to be the generational curse breaker because there was some crazy shit going on. And the person that was already assigned there was failing at their job, not failing, but like they are incapable because of whatever their human body, whatever. And so
mhm,
they were incapable of doing it. So I was taken from going this way and pulled and put in here because they knew I would be able to do it. And it made me think about certain things. And there's a lot of things that happened between my mom and I that were like mirrored within the family. And almost at the same time, almost at the same, whatever. And I'm not going to say what it was, but it's traumatic. Let's just say that. And so her version was crazy. My version was crazy, but our response and our way of handling it was polar opposites.
mhm,
And so I think that maybe could have been a catalyst, but then also chain reaction of things, because I mean, when you grow up in an abusive household or things aren't right, shit happens, all the things, and you're already starting off on a foot that maybe we weren't supposed to be on, right? And then it just snowballs from there. But I truly do believe that like that message was for me because we've been through so many of the same things and I've handled it so differently and positively and with tenacity and moxie and all of these things, and now I'm at the point where I'm at now, like where I'm being rewarded for the work that I've done because I've
right,
done it. Like I've broken those things. I'm not the person that is left behind. I'm the person that they should have been. And so and I feel sad because they didn't have that power, they didn't have those things, and it could have been me that had me as a parent, and so and it's funny because I thought about that too, and I was like, well, we talk about becoming, here's our confirmation, becoming the parent that we always needed or the adult that we always needed to be parented by. And it's 100% true. Like I
yeah,
parent the way that I wanted to be parented.
yep. I
I
know.
really do.
most people know I or not. I don't have any kids.
Right.
My bubby was my kid, but um, any ask any kid that knows me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very protective over them. Like I'm very yeah, like I treat them like that. Plus, like I said, I've done that learned to do that to my inner child and to make sure I'm not being too hard on my inner child saying you didn't do enough today, do more, all of that. That's my biggest thing right there.
Right.
Um, so stepping in also to my divine feminine energy is that it's not overworking,
Right.
it's existing how I beautifully exist, how we beautifully exist as we are,
Mm,
without proving, without overdoing, without doing, just being, you
right.
know what I'm saying? And so right before that, what were you saying? I was gonna. Oh, the kid thing. So even, I mean, if you were to like, I'm by myself most of the time, and it's fine. Like I talk to my plants and I talk to everything. Right,
Yeah.
everything has vibration. Like I think I talked to one of my videos. Like I even thank like my house and my car and my
Mhm.
washing machine. Yeah. Do I think they have like a soul? Not necessarily. Do I think they have a vibration and they can
Oh,
feel if I like it or if I don't? Yes, I do.
yeah.
Because everything is a vibration. So I treat everything like I would want to be treated, including if I was a child or whatever. But yeah, exactly that.
Right.
Like, courteously or whatever. Now, it gets away from me every now and then in traffic. I don't become one of the psychos, but I would be like, you motherfucker. So
Yeah,
don't,
exactly.
but
Hey,
for the most part, I'm just like, okay, you go ahead and have your bad day. I'm going to stay back here where it's safe. but,
exactly. Exactly.
but yeah, yeah, I'm
Well,
being as myself as I possibly can and trying to give myself everything I ever wanted. And mostly it's the fucking opportunity to relax, dude. Since I was teeny, I've been an adult and I've been going and I've been anxious and I've been overthinking and it's fucking, I'm done. I'm done. So whatever's
well,
going to happen is going to happen.
exactly.
So
I mean, that
I'm
exactly.
going to seriously be over there glittery and fucking pretty as I can. Take fucking bubble bath after I go play soccer and go talk to my fucking flower that I just bought myself earlier and cook myself some dinner and be happy and paint and smoke weed. And that's what I fucking do, bitch. Like what?
Exactly. Exactly. I love it. Yeah, that's all we can do. And that's all I've been doing too.
So, where in that, I think you may have had what you were saying about me. Like, was there a more direct question of how I relate to
Being a generational, yes,
was there something you wanted me
breaker. I don't know, but I know that you are. And so, how does that
I
resonate with you?
floppy thing just because I haven't heard that from me
No,
necessarily.
no, no, not for you. Yeah.
My my experience from what I feel and what I've seen and what I whatever's um like my mom is a super old soul. I
Right.
totally believe that and I know she's super gifted and everything, but she just some things have happened and she was traumatized to the point where she got I believe stuck in freeze
Yeah.
mode.
Oh, yeah.
So So the people around us, family, everybody that we grew up with too, are either an example of what to be or what not to be, and you get to
Right.
choose.
Right. Exactly.
So I saw things not just with parents, but with other
Other
people,
people too.
very observant as I am still, like way more than people even realize that I saw what I didn't want to be and what I didn't want to feel and so I've been spending my whole life, especially the last 10 years, getting away from that
Yep.
because I've been destructive towards myself, even though it's weird because I've been building myself since, I mean, I've always been a go-getter, right? But I was also simultaneously bashing myself at the same.
No, and that's exactly it. We're our worst enemy.
Yeah.
We are our own worst enemy. Like I would have so many great things going for me, and then like feel like it
Self-sabotage.
was like, yeah, feel like it was like this. No, no.
Dude, there's couple guys, I mean, really good guys back in the day that when I look back at, I don't hold the regret for it, but I do acknowledge that I wasn't ready for them and they were spectacular. You know what I'm saying? And I think a couple of them I've reached out to just to apologize for, because I know I may have hurt feelings then because where I was at, you know what I'm saying? And now, I'm like, which I know that wasn't my path, but it's like, okay, it's so weird how in that damaged state, I attracted such wonderful guys. And then as
Right.
I've been trying to be less damaged and la 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 la, and I understand why I'm being protected until my king
Right.
comes and talks to me. But it's it's like I don't know where the fuck I was going with that, but it's
Well,
fine. Like,
I think it's like, and just like I said, like I had to learn a lesson. There was one more test. It wasn't even a lesson, it was a test. It was like, let's see. We're gonna drop this in here. We're gonna make it the craziest situation. We're just gonna plop them in the middle and see what she does. Let's go. And
it,
it was like a test. And it was like, okay. And every day I was like, this is a fucking test. Like I knew it was a fucking test. I knew it
yeah,
was. And there was one
plane
moment,
here now.
huh?
There's a plane flying over here now.
Right now too, exactly at the same time. The moment I knew was and I'm not going to give too much detail, but I was crying because like I was like, I can't believe that this is the situation I'm in right now. And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was standing there and I'm like I just, because there was this closet door and I walked into the bathroom, but there was a little closet door. So I stood there and I looked up and I saw the tears and I was just like, you know what you need to do? You love yourself more than this. Like it was going through my head. You love yourself more than this. You deserve none of this.
Yeah.
You have already done this a million times over.
Yep.
You've done this. Like I literally was standing there and tears running down my face, and this is the reel in my head. Like what I'm hearing is like, you've done this over and over again. You deserve so much better than this. You don't need this.
Yeah.
You don't need it at all.
Right.
And you know what you need to do, and then this will be the last time. Like I literally heard that in my head. This will be the last time.
Yeah.
And I played nice, got out of the situation, and I was done. And they even tried more. Throw more on. And I was like,
That's
no,
not what it's about.
no.
Yeah.
The next day I got you passed the test. Like it was crazy, crazy. And I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it was a test. I knew it was a test
Yeah.
because there's no way, like, this is a motherfucking test, like for self-love test. And I won.
I
So
won.
I won. But yeah, like that shit's crazy, dude. Shit is crazy.
But that's how fast you guys, once you switch up your energy and take your power back, that's happened to
That's it.
me, like
It's
I
like
talked about
that.
before with clients. When I've dropped clients that were being disrespectful or not wanting to pay me my worth or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I take really good care of my clients, and
Oh my God. Oh, you know
I,
what? Yeah, go ahead.
and
Sorry.
as soon as the energy got replaced
Yeah.
with better clients that do respect me in all the ways and just love me, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a good friend of mine that I've coached and business coaching, and they have a client that is a very difficult client. And they were talking to me. We were talking yesterday about them, and I told him and it's their main client, and so they just feel like they have to put up with it. And I said, look, I said this is just me as your friend.
Mhm.
I said, because as your business coach, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm kind of coaching you through it. I have some advice, blah, blah, blah. I said, but this is on a personal level. I go, are you where you want to be right now? And he's like, no, not even close. I said, is this client getting you there? No, not even close. I'm like, are you scared to let them go? And he's like, yes, I am. And I said, you will not get the business that you want and deserve until you let them go. I said, you can stand your ground and you can do all those things, but at the end of the day, they're a bully and they're getting what they want out of you by making you feel bad and by saying shit that is irrelevant to your business agreement.
And because you're allowing it.
Yeah, and you're allowing it. So you need to make the choice. And I know you're scared and I know that all those things. I said, but I'm telling you right now, if you release that energy, good energy will fill the space.
Yeah, you have to make room, guys. You
Yeah.
have to make room.
Yeah, you have to make the choice. And sometimes you don't get to make the choice. You hang on too long for
Oh,
way
it'll be
too
removed
long
for you.
and it made
It'll be
for you.
ripped
That was
away.
my problem. I was
Mhm.
taking way too long. And the universe was like, okay, bitch, you said you don't quit. Well, guess what? You're not going to have to. We're going to get you out of there. But it was the best thing that happened. So, so whether I tell him to do it now or whether it happens, is how much suffering do you want to do in between?
Yeah.
How much suffering do you want to do in between?
Yeah. And you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
So just because you're like, well, I'm a nice person, they should be nice to me. No, that's not how shit works, bro. Sorry to
Be a
tell you.
kind
I thought
person.
it did too.
Be kind to yourself first, though. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, be kind, yeah, but you're not able to be kind to people unless you're kind to yourself. And being kind to yourself includes not associating with the people that
If
drink.
you put people's needs before your own, that's why they're walking all over you. So you
Yeah.
have to switch that shit up.
Yeah.
And it's coming back
Yo.
to healthy boundaries of learning to say no.
Yeah. And
Like,
not
no,
worry
you
about
can't
what they
bring me.
think about you.
No, I'd rather not have your money at all than have you as a customer
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. I'm blank.
Period, as Chase would say.
Blank.
Period.
Kids in there. Oh,
Mm. you know, Got to get the arm movement in there.
the head.
Oh, the head. Yeah. I'm
Um.
hungry. I haven't eaten yet. It's like
Oh.
almost
Oh.
noon.
I did. It was so good.
Yeah.
Honey mangoes on sale. Buy one get one free. I've
Mm,
been murdering the things. They're so fucking good.
that sounds good. I had some
Strawberry
hard
with
ass
the
mango.
fruit. You know the fruit dip.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Then I had some chicken breast and some. Oh, I ate on my guac with cheese on it, with some dill dip and some sliced green peppers.
Yummy.
Yeah, that shit was fun. I murdered it, bro.
Yeah, I think I might go to Trader Joe's today and pick up some easy stuff. Like their chicken salad's really good and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like Publix. Publix is nice. They got
We
some
don't
good
have
shit.
Publix.
I got yeah, but Trader Joe's is good too. But I
Yeah.
got they have this like pre-cooked citrus chicken breast, whatever. It's so fucking good. So I put a little butter in the skillet and cook it. I put some pesto on it and steam it, and then some cheese and
That sounds good.
it was so good.
Sounds delicious. So
So
all
we're
right.
talking marriages later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that's going to be listening to this or watching this, tune into Dumpster Diving with Janice and Jane. The next episode, we're talking about marriage in general and just we're all ladies that have been married before or are still married and going
Even though Moxy forgot that I was ever married ever.
I know. I forgot because I had to block him out. Fuck him.
Well, I'm not mad at it. I'm just
I know.
saying. It was funny. She was like, and you never been married? I said, bitch, I'm technically still married.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm the heavyweight champion of
But
marriage.
bitch, single for a long, long time over here. So
You what?
I said technically still married, only technically, been single for a long, long time. So don't get it
Yeah.
twisted.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
My
And
king came
And I'm
Forwarding.
finalizing my divorce, but like that's been 2 years going. So state of the state that I live in is,
Well, mine's in another country, so it's a little
yeah, yours
different.
is different. You could still get married here, couldn't you? Legally?
Yeah, well, I looked it up, and there's certain states that don't recognize it
Oh,
over there. So,
that makes sense.
I mean, and I'm down for going and getting it. That's a whole nother. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, man. So yeah, we'll put the link in the comments later once we post it, which will probably be tomorrow when I post it. So it'll be good. But we appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with us. We love you, and like, share, and comment. Tell us your story. Tell us your stuff. We want to talk about it.
Love
Bye.
you guys.